Hello, I'm Brandon, and I'm back to do a commentary on the interrogation of Michael Myers. Michael is finally caught after wreaking so much havoc in Haddonfield, Illinois, so I'm glad he's caught. Now, of course, different Michael Myers than the one from the Halloween movies, obviously. Different spelling, too, possibly, I think, but... well, let's jump into it and see what's going on with Michael here.
I'm very scared.
You're Michael Myers?
Correct.
They call you Mike?
Michael.
So what you go by is Mike?
Either one.
Mike, my name is John Sparks.
Okay.
I'm an investigator with the Office of Attorney General in Frankfurt.
Okay.
Up here today to I've been assigned to your situation, this investigation involving you.
Okay.
So we'll be spending some time here for a little.
It's kind of worth pointing out that this little interrogation area here is much nicer than the one used in some of the other stings. Like in the Bowling Green, Kentucky one, it's kind of just like a drab gray little cubicle kind of area, where this one actually looks like an office where, like, I'm judging by that desk, this guy probably works there. Like, this looks like a real office that you would use to work in. It doesn't look like the classic interrogation room that you see.
For a little while.
Okay.
And getting to know one another. I'll be needing to get some information from you.
Okay.
Going through some things, make sure that you understand exactly what your situation is, okay?
All right.
You know that you're currently in custody.
Yes.
Were you advised
He's like, I hadn't noticed. Wow, what a surprise.
of your rights before you came up here?
That I can have an attorney and stuff like that?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know what your rights are?
Yes.
Are you aware of your rights?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware of what charges have been placed against you?
Not really, sir.
Okay. You've been charged, or going to be charged, with several different crimes pursuant to why you're here today. One is the unlawful use of electronic means to induce a minor to engage in sexual or other prohibited activities, which is chat activity. You understand that? And the other one is attempted unlawful transaction with a minor. Both of these are felonies. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to talk to you, Mike, about how you wound up here today.
Okay.
You want to talk to me about it?
Well, I got on the computer. I hadn't had a girlfriend in a long time, and I was just looking for some fun.
And that's something that comes up too frequently about maybe not necessarily not having a girlfriend, but the whole, it's kind of a variation on the whole, I was lonely kind of thing, which obviously does not excuse anything, but it's just like right off the bat, in his first statement of defense, he says, I haven't had a girlfriend in a while. Like, it somehow casts him as, feels sorry for me, I was a lonely guy. Like, he just, right off the bat, is trying to portray himself as a victim.
Truthfully.
Looking for some fun?
Yeah.
Is this something you do
Not
very often?
No, sir. And I came upon and I kept chatting with her, and then we decided to meet whoever I was talking to.
Who was this girl?
Her name was Jess.
So he's kind of trying to portray it like he was just out there chatting and happened to talk to this person, and it went from there, but he leaves out the very important detail that he saw her. It probably either listed her age in her profile, or she immediately told him her age in the chat. Either way, he singled this person out. He picked her, knew her age, and then continued it. He just kind of glosses completely over that very important detail.
Is what?
Jess.
Jess. When did you begin talking to Jess?
A couple days ago.
A couple of days ago. Now, what specifically?
Let's see. I believe it was Wednesday, sir. If I can. Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not really sure which day. I believe it was Tuesday or Wednesday.
Now, did Jess go by that, or did she go by another name?
She told me her friends call her Jess. That's what she told me.
Okay. Would it be accurate to say you may have started talking to her back on the 7th? Which would have been about a week ago? Could that be right?
So apparently Michael can't tell the difference between 2 days ago and a week ago. That's quite a big difference.
That might be right.
Okay, now where was this chat taking place from?
Just private chat room.
No, I mean from your residence?
Oh, yes.
And where is that again? Is that...
Good, they gotta
who lives there besides?
censor out his address so TCAP fans don't go and harass whoever happens to be living there now.
You?
Me, my mom, my dad, and my sister.
Me, my mummy, my daddy.
You, your mother, your father, and your sister. How old is your sister?
She is 16 years old.
And you are how?
That's funny. Like, anytime any of these guys in the interrogation mention anything about like kids or young people that they're living with or involved with, the cops immediately follow up with that, and they kind of have to, because the odds that he's molesting his sister are probably pretty low. Like, I mean, that probably does happen in the world, but it's in these kind of cases it's probably rare. But his sister would have friends over and that kind of thing, so you immediately have to think, like, is there anyone else he's victimizing? So it's kind of natural and obvious why the police ask that.
25. Well, 24. Maybe 25 on June.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen a segment of the population that gets so confused about their ages than these TCAP predators. Like, they're always either given a wrong age, or they give like an age range, or they give the wrong age, or they're confused. It just doesn't seem to happen anywhere else. Like, most people can remember how old they are.
Now, you started talking to Jess about a week ago.
Yeah.
Did she also go by, like, you know me, whatever, something like that? Is that a...
Oh, her screen name?
Yeah, her screen name.
I knew whatever, something like that.
Like, you know me, whatever,
Yeah.
something like that. Okay, so we're talking about the same one.
Right.
Were you carrying on any other chats, Mike, other than with Jess, or
With my high school friend.
with who?
My high school friend.
And who is that? Okay, not a
I
female.
know they delete his name too. Yeah, you won't be friends with this guy and then have your name put on record in this video.
No.
Were you carrying on any other conversations with any other females?
One of my female friends named,
She must have a long name. It's kind of a big silence break here.
And you know her? Have you ever met her?
yes, we are friends.
I wonder if these two friends that he mentioned, like, I'm assuming one's a guy, one's a girl, I wonder if they stuck with him after this, or if they broke off contact.
She lives down in Warsaw. We are friends.
How old is she?
She is 20.
20. Okay. Have you been talking with any other young girls, Michael, other than Jess?
No.
Have you ever talked with any other young girls prior to this?
No.
Okay. What possessed you to begin this conversation with Jess?
She seemed like a nice person to talk to, and
How could she seem like a nice person to talk to if you've never met or talked to her before? It's not like they were like schoolmates, they had some other reason to be in the same room or like be together. Like, she was just one name, presumably out of many, in whatever app they were using to chat, and he selected her to start chatting. So obviously she couldn't seem like a nice person. He couldn't know anything about her. Like, I don't think they don't give enough information in their basic profile other than like name, age, picture, and maybe like a one sentence statement or something, as far as I know. But it's not like you could think someone's a nice person before you even chat with them.
I figured I could chat with her.
Okay.
I never intended for it to go this far.
What caused it to go this far, do you think?
Just no.
The fact that he is a sexual predator. That's probably the main reason and only reason.
Girlfriend a long time. I was getting.
You haven't had a girlfriend in a long time?
No.
Who was your last girlfriend?
Kim.
She a local girl?
She was over in Ohio.
Oh, how did you ever meet with her? Online romance.
I met her.
Okay.
Yeah, we dated for quite a while, about 6 months, 6 to 8 months.
Did you have any girlfriends before her?
Is that really quite a while? It's not a particularly long relationship.
Yes, a couple.
Couple.
Yeah.
Okay. She was your last one.
Yes, my latest girlfriend, yes, was Kim.
When did you and Kimberly break up?
About in early January, middle January.
Of 07?
Yes.
Okay. So you were lonely and you started chatting.
Yes.
Had you been chatting with young girls before this?
No.
It's your first time.
Correct.
Yeah, he's asked that before, and he's asked that in like several different ways. As I know, this is one type of crime where the people usually, very, very frequently, have done it a bunch of times. There's a lot of times it's multiple victims, sometimes even in like the hundreds, depending on how old the predator is. And they want to get as much evidence and to convict the guy as much as possible. But also those victims would need some sort of help too. So it's kind of good that they do that, but it's like other crimes, like if it's like a shooting, I don't think they would quite ask like how many times have you done this before kind of thing. But for this type of crime, like they want to make sure that like everything they've done is laid out on the table, so like they ask over and over again in many different ways, like, have you done this before?
So we're not going to find any other evidence in your computer or anything?
Nope.
Any other evidence anywhere else to rebut that, refute that? It's important, Michael, when we talk here and find out exactly what's going on.
No, I was talking to other females, but not yet any young girls.
Young girls, that you be truthful, you understand that?
Yes.
It's in your best interest to be
I'm being truthful, yeah.
Okay, all right.
But
This detective, he seems pretty good. He's not one of the more famous guys. He's not like a Catherine Reed. He kind of comes across as like a friendly older gentleman, kind of like your grandpa or something. Like he's being very straightforward and kind of blunt, but he's not being mean or aggressive. He's kind of got a calming voice. It's almost like being interrogated by Mr. Rogers.
I was chatting with other girls, but they're all over the age.
Okay. So when this girl identified herself that she was 13 years of age, what was your thoughts?
Well, at first it was like, I shouldn't be doing this, and I really shouldn't have been doing it.
Why did you think that?
Because I've heard about this stuff on the news, and she's not even legal, and she's younger than my sister and everything else.
And you told me again your sister was
Yeah, and I mean, I hate to award Michael any points here, but he's kind of right when he says like she's younger than my sister. Because even like I have a brother that's 2 years younger than me, and now that we're older, that age difference isn't so big. But when we were like young, like say like under 18, that difference was bigger, and like I didn't want to hang out with my brother, other than just if we were at home alone. But when I was with my friends, it's like if he was around, it's like, man, I got this annoying younger brother with me, and my friends didn't really like him. Like he was just too young to kind of relate to us, and I didn't want to hang out with his friends because I thought they were annoying. So why would you, in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or beyond, purposely want to spend time with a teenager? Like it's like they're just kind of annoying to have around. Like anytime you go to your friend's house, you're hanging out with your friends, and then all of a sudden like their kid sister comes in or kid brother. It's like, oh man, now we got to hang out with them. Like it takes a special kind of deviant person to, even if it wasn't for any sexual purpose, but just to like, oh, I want to like hang out with them, and you put effort into spending time with them. It's like, why? What do you possibly have in common? So when he says, yeah, she's younger than my sister, he kind of knows like his bratty younger sister is probably annoying to have around sometimes, and this girl's even younger than that. So obviously the purpose of him doing this wasn't because she's a nice person or a good conversationalist or anything like that. It's like, well, we know damn right well what his intentions were.
16.
Where's the computer located in your house that you were talking about?
It's on my laptop. It's in my laptop bag in my room.
In your room. Is there any other computers in your house?
Yes, my sister has 2 computers, and there's a home computer in the living room.
So does your sister have computers in her room?
Yes.
And
she has a desktop and a laptop.
A desktop and a laptop.
She has both.
And the family has one too?
Yes, which is a desktop.
And where's it located?
In the living room.
In the living room. And then there's one in your room?
Correct.
That you said was a laptop?
Yes.
Okay. So you start talking with Jess.
Yes.
She's 13. You know that's trouble automatically.
It looks like the sound cut out again here. There was some missing sound there, so we have to jump ahead a couple minutes.
But I usually always carry some on me just in case.
Right. Well, I doubt, Michael, that you came here to talk. I'm sure talking may have been an aspect of it, but your intentions, and you and I know that, were to come here and engage in sexual intercourse and other types of sexual activity with a 13-year-old.
And again, like pretty much every single predator follows the same kind of storyline where it's completely obvious what they were coming there to do, but they deny that they had the intention to do that. And it's like, even without the chat log, even without anything, you're going to assume the worst. If you like, even if you just hear like, oh, some guy met a girl online, she was an adult and is going to her house, your mind is immediately going to think like they're going there for sex. That's the first thing that you would assume. It's almost like you assume that until there's proven evidence otherwise. So even this, any time you hear like, oh, this 25-year-old guy was going over to visit this 13-year-old girl alone, like your mind isn't going to assume anything good. Like it's like you immediately assume the worst because there's no other plausible explanation. It would take a lot of evidence to be like, oh, I was wrong. I guess he was going there for some benevolent purpose. But it's like, we know damn right well what he's doing. And that's without any evidence. As soon as you have the chat log where it's like, here's all the sexual things you said about coming over and pictures you sent her. Like, there's an overwhelming amount of evidence. And I understand that it's in their own best interest to deny it because they don't want to get in trouble. But it's like, we've been through this in so many of these videos that it's like, how could they possibly deny it? Like, we know what you're there for. Like, most people know human nature. And they know if guy's going over to a girl's house, there's probably something on his mind, and there's some possibility of something happening, and it's not just, going there to hang out. Like, there's a lot of other people you can go to hang out with that are a hell of a lot more interesting than some random 13-year-old teenager that you met online. Like, if you're going to hang out, you would not be doing that. So, like, it's like, why do they even deny it?
When did this start? I don't think it started when you and your girlfriend were having trouble back in January. I think this has probably been a long-standing problem with you.
Because it's the first time I've ever talked to an underage.
What about any neighborhood?
Which does, I guess, it kind of makes you wonder, like, how it led to this, because he's still fairly young at 25. It's too old to be doing this. But was it, like, obviously when he was 13, 14, like most people, you're interested in people of that age. But as you get older, your interests change, and the people that you are attracted to get older as well. So did it just, like, these guys, they didn't progress, like, with a normal person? They just kept being interested in that same age as they got older? Or is it something happened, like, because, yeah, like, I mean, this cop's right. Even Chris Hansen said, like, all of a sudden you just decided to do this? Like, you never had interest in teenagers until one day in your 20s or 30s, like, something clicked? It's like, yeah, I don't believe that. Like, it had to have been, I don't know what the, like, psychological reason is behind it. I'm not a professional in that area. But it's like, yeah, there's no way he just thought of this now. This had to be something that has been with him for a long time.
Kids or anything like that? You ever had any
No.
contact with them?
Nope.
Inappropriate contact? Molestation?
No, sir.
Were you ever molested?
No, I was not.
Did you grow up in a pretty good family?
Yeah.
Both your parents were together?
Yes, they are.
Been married ever since?
Since 1980.
Okay.
27 years, I believe.
Well, let's go over a few of
Okay.
these comments that you got on your chat here, Michael, because I want some responses to what your thoughts were.
And I guess that, about him saying how, he has a normal family, his parents are together, he's never been abused, comes from a good family. It just makes you wonder what would make someone turn out like this. Like, it's obviously not, the whole nature versus nurture debate. Was he born like this, or did his circumstances couldn't have led to it, because nothing really bad has happened to him. And I still don't quite believe that having some traumatic event in your childhood would directly lead to this. Like, maybe it's one possible factor, but it just kind of makes you wonder, like, what would be going on in his mind that would make him do this.
When she tells you that she's 13, you mentioned that you're kind of young, and basically you're jailbait. So you knew right off front that this was trouble.
Correct.
And you also stated first time you had contact with her that you're looking for sex. You weren't looking for conversation. You were looking for sex first, probably conversation second, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think that's probably fair.
Yeah, funny how he completely glossed over that when he was claiming she seemed like an interesting person and he was just going there to talk. And then he has it written down that he stated his sexual intention.
Accurate assessment of what your thoughts were. And you're concerned about going to jail. You're also asked if she was a virgin. Was that something that was probably important to you?
No, not really. It wasn't really important. I was just asking.
But you were curious.
Yes.
probably heightened the excitement level a little bit, though, didn't it?
A little bit.
Sure.
Is it okay if I take your sweatshirt off, sir?
Sure.
Okay.
Is it warm in here?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he's definitely starting to sweat now that the chat log comes out.
And you asked her that same day that you initiated contact with her if she wanted to have sex with you. And then you get into some pretty explicit comments with her.
Details, yes.
You can see your progression here.
Yeah.
You got a pretty good thought pattern, pretty good game plan lined out.
Looks like he's doing some self-soothing there with rubbing his hand and rubbing his forearm.
All right.
Did you have that lined out before you began talking with her?
No.
And like, just to mention it, if it is true that these guys had never in their life had a thought about doing this, never tried to do this kind of thing before, this was the first time they've ever done it, that doesn't really reflect too well on them for the fact that this is something they've never thought of before, never wanted to do, but just this situation being presented to them, they just see a teenage girl on there, and their mind immediately goes to, I'm going to chat them up and then start talking sexually to them and drive to their house. Like, that their will is like so weak that if a situation like this is in front of them, their mind will immediately go there and they'll go for it. Like, that's almost more horrifying than it's just something that's been offensive that's been built up in their mind. Like, it's not a defense that, like, they can't say they've never, like, this is something brand new to them, because it's like that's even worse. Like, it's like if you never plan to do drugs, but someone's like, hey, you want to try these? And you immediately say yes. Like, most people would be like, I don't think so. I've never done this before. This seems weird to me. I don't want to do it. Like, most people would never even think to get involved in something like this. So just him scrolling online and then seeing this girl and immediately, like, jumping after her, that's horrible.
Mike, I find it hard to believe that probably this is your first time you've had any online chat with people of this age.
It is, sir. I swear, the first time.
You swear?
Yes.
That's probably a pretty good indication that you're lying.
No.
Yeah, it's one of those things when they say honestly or I swear or anything like that. If you're being honest, you just tell the truth. You don't need to tell the people you're telling the truth, because you just are.
I'm telling the truth. I've never talked.
How did you get into the chat? How did you hook up with this girl on the computer?
Oh, it's just a local chat room. You can get in.
It's a what?
Local chat room.
Local chat room?
Yeah, Ohio chat.
That's where you found her?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because a lot of my friends hang out in that room. Chat friends that I've never
I think you had a cam set up and you were sending her some pictures. Do you have a webcam?
No.
You don't have a webcam?
Crappy one, but I've never got on it before.
Okay. Did she send you any pictures of her?
She had some on her profile, but none. She never sent me any.
Not on a webcam?
No.
He says, I thought about this a lot. This was the next day after your initial conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about this a lot. And I want to meet you and have sex with you if you're okay with that.
Like, how could he? I don't think there's a more incriminating statement that he could say. Like, that is just laying it all out on the table. Like, that one sentence is probably enough to get him put in prison. Like, why would he say that? And furthermore, like, not just saying it, but saying, I've really been thinking about this. Kind of like, I'm very determined about this. Like, what an idiot.
You say, I will bring a few condoms, and which you did.
Yes.
So again, your thoughts about coming up here today were probably sex first and talk later.
Yeah.
What's this thing with Britney Spears?
I like Britney Spears. I had a crush on her when I first saw her. So
you kind of want to just act out a fantasy. Yours, Britney.
And obviously, you didn't just have a crush on her when you first saw her. You have a crush on her now too.
Spears.
Correct.
Okay.
kind of a side note, but I do like these interrogations in this office here. It's a very nice shot because you see the predator and then you see the guy on the other side. Like some of the other ones in like Bowling Green, it's kind of a crappy shot from overhead and you can't quite see the interrogators. Like it just doesn't look like it was set up to get a nice shot. So I'm glad here that it's a much nicer video.
How did you get off work today, Mike?
5 o'clock, sir.
Did you come straight from work or did you go home first?
I went home and changed clothes.
Changed clothes?
Yes, because we have kind of a uniform that we have to wear.
Oh,
They
yeah.
like us to wear like a t-shirt that says Tate and a sweatshirt that says Tate. And
How
steel
do you
toe
think
boots.
your parents and your sister are going to feel about the situation you found yourself in today?
They'll probably kill me.
Are they going to be surprised?
Yes, they're gonna. I will lose a lot of stuff, my computer and everything else.
His mom's just gonna completely throw his computer right out.
Is there going to be anybody at your house tonight?
Yes, my mother and my sister should be home tonight.
Where's your dad going to be?
He is out of town. He is in Las Vegas, Nevada. He travels due to work.
What does he do?
He works he repairs industrial laundry machines, washers, and dryers.
So he
And
travels
stuff.
a lot?
Yes, he's usually home about maybe 2 weekends a month, if that. But other than that, he's usually not home.
Well, Mom and sister are gonna get a surprise knock at the door tonight.
Well, Michael, I don't know.
The cop really liked getting those pages straight there.
What else to talk to you about? Is there anything that you want to tell me or ask me or?
What's going to happen to me, sir?
Well, from this point,
Well, you're probably going to go to prison where you will get beat up a lot and be humiliated for the rest of your life.
you're going to be charged with these 2 crimes,
Okay.
or lodged with these 2 crimes that I told you.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be taken to the county jail here in Campbell County and processed.
Okay.
And at some point in time after today, you'll have an arraignment in Campbell District Court.
Okay.
Charges will be read to you.
Okay.
If you could not afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you,
All right.
as explained to you in your rights.
Uh-huh.
And or if you're going to get an attorney, you need to be making an effort to do that
Right.
at some point in time.
Yeah.
And then after that, then it's basically in the courts arena to
Okay.
determine whether you can make bail or a bond will be set or that sort of thing.
Okay.
And you're certain, Michael, that the initiation of this chat with Jess back on the 11th was the first chat you've engaged with of this type of activity with young girls.
Yes.
Like, yeah, he's asked that like several times already. I think it's probably just like so many of these guys lie about it, and it's so important that they find other victims that he's just not going to drop it. And obviously, he can't believe these guys. Even though I've said it before in other commentaries, I think a lot of these guys are telling the truth. They probably wanted to do this kind of thing before. They probably tried. But it's probably the first time they've actually gone through with it and drove to someone's house. But yeah, I don't believe that he has never chatted with them before. Like, I just don't believe that. So the cop just can't, and obviously he can't believe these guys. He can't trust them. They have every reason to lie about it. And they're not only for their own like self-preservation, but also because they're just horrible human beings. So this cop's just not going to let it go. He's going to ask again until he gets a satisfactory answer.
All the other girls I've talked to are over the age of 18.
Did you engage in sexual talk with these other girls over 18 in the same manner that you talked to Jess?
Some.
Did you?
Yeah. Just a couple. Now Kim, I didn't because we planned on meeting and seeing if we could date or whatever. Which we
Okay,
did.
but you've never met Kim.
Yeah, I met Kim.
Okay, you met
Yeah,
Kim
I've dated Kim twice.
twice.
Yes.
And where does she live?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay.
What does that mean? He dated Kim twice. Does that mean that like? Because usually when you date someone, it's like over a period of time involving several or many, dates or spending time together. Does he mean that they went on 2 dates, Or does he mean they dated twice, as in they dated for a while, broke up, and then started dating again? I guess it doesn't matter, but...
So your activity with Kim, was it along the same lines as this activity with Jess?
Not really, because we dated.
No, I mean before you dated her, before you met her.
Yeah.
Was your content of your conversation along the same lines as this?
No, we just talked as friends.
Okay.
Just like, hi, how you doing? How was your day?
I guess is kind of weird that he talks like a disgusting creep to the 13-year-old girl he's talking to, but when he's talking to the adult woman that he was dating and intended to date, he doesn't talk about anything sexual. I think that kind of gives you a clear idea of what kind of person he's interested in.
That's what I'm asking. Even girls over 18, was the content of your conversation with anyone over 18 prior to meeting them along the same lines as with Jess?
No, not really.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me, Michael, that all of a sudden you start getting on a chat and talking to 13-year-old girls in this manner. This is pretty strong language.
It was a big mistake.
And I don't need to go over all of it.
Like, it would mean, obviously, no matter the circumstances, doing that is wrong. But it would seem to make more sense that he talks like that with everyone. He's just always talking about sexual things with anyone of any age, and then he treats this teenager no differently. But it just seems bizarre that he would talk, properly to adult women and not be sexual, but only would with a teenager. Like, that's just extra gross.
Right.
But it's pretty strong stuff.
Yeah, it's a big mistake. Probably the biggest one I've ever made in my life.
So I'm trying to help you here and understand
Right.
why all of a sudden on April the 11th you get down and dirty, so to speak, with a 13-year-old. And the content from the very beginning is, I want to have sex, let's have sex, how can we accomplish that? And let me tell you what I'm going to do when we hook up. And you don't have any explanation for today?
No, sir. I'm sorry, I don't.
Other than it happened and it was a big mistake.
I regret it.
You regret it. Okay.
Well, Michael regrets it, so he's off the hook now. He's no longer morally responsible because he regrets it.
Well, I'm going to get some information from you here for the citation.
Okay.
And then you'll leave and go with the officers down to the jail, and they'll let you at some point in time make some notifications. I'm going to speak with some people here in a minute about
Okay.
We're going to have to go to your house and get your computer.
Okay.
And we may need to get all the computers. I don't know yet.
Okay.
Probably will.
And that's, like, I see why they do it, but that would just suck so badly that someone else that lives in your house does something like this without your knowledge, and then the cops show up and, like, they take all your devices. It's like, especially if you work from home or something, it's like you need that for work. Like, they just take your ability to communicate with the world. They just take them for God knows how long while they're searching through them, just because of some piece of garbage like this. It seems unfair. I get why they have to do it, because he could have used someone else's computer, but it just does seem unfair, and it just makes them like just such a piece of shit that they would just affect other people's lives like that.
And so let me ask you one other question.
Okay, sir.
Have you ever sent or received any pornography?
Yeah. I've not sent none, but I've got some.
From who?
And we know exactly where this conversation's going.
All kinds of people.
Well, name it. Give me some names.
From all kinds of people? I don't think it's from all kinds of people. It's probably from a very specific group of people, and they're called sexual predators. Or at least, the very least, huge pervs.
There's a girl named Becky who's over the age. This guy sent me these pictures at one time of these underage girls. I don't know who he was, but he sent me some.
I think he's probably in his mind. He knows where this conversation's leading. He probably knows what's on his computer, so he's trying to kind of get ahead of it by admitting to what he has before he's even asked, because that would make it look like, oh, it's no big deal. See, I'm bringing this up without you having to even ask me. but just the fact that he's bringing it up is alarming because, well, let's see what happens with it.
He was over the age. This guy sent me these pictures at one time of these underage girls. I don't know who he was, but he sent me some pictures. I didn't really want them.
How long ago was that?
Oh, about a year, 2 years ago.
Okay, let's talk about that a minute. Now, all of a sudden, out of the blue, some guy sends you pictures of underage girls. That tells me that this problem didn't begin on April the 11th.
Yeah, that story just doesn't make sense. Some guy that you didn't know sent you these things for no reason. That's very alarming.
Your breakup in January with your former girlfriend.
I didn't ask for the pictures, sir.
Well, pictures just don't pop up on one's computer.
Right. Because he told me they were pictures of older girls, and then when I got them, they would just look too young.
Who told you this?
I don't know his screen name offhand, sir.
So it's a screen name? You don't know his name?
Yeah, I don't know his
Not
name.
a friend of yours? Not someone you've ever met?
No.
So someone who you do not recall about a year ago sent you pictures of underage girls?
A year or 2 years ago.
Okay. Has anybody else sent you any pictures of underage girls?
No. The rest of the pictures are from friends and stuff.
Were they pornographic?
There's a few, some that are, some ain't.
Okay, and who were these friends that sent them to you?
Just people I just chatted with. Just random
Chat
people.
friends, not known friends?
No, not known friends.
Never met these people?
No.
So anybody that has sent you pornographic images on your computer you do not know or nor have met?
Correct.
These are all friends you met on the computer?
Correct.
Have you transmitted any of them onto other people?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Okay. Because if you have, Michael, that's it's not good.
I have not sent them to anyone.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Can I get a drink of water or something?
Sure. Hang on a minute. You can sit right here. We'll get you a glass of water.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we're not letting you get up to go get your own glass. Alright, so we might have a bit of a wait here, so I'm going to skip ahead until the cop comes back. Alright, so we jumped ahead a few minutes. They got this cop standing in the doorway there. This headless police officer is just standing there waiting to watch this guy.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's weird that they brought him a bottle and a paper cup. Why didn't they just give him the bottle? Don't most people drink straight from the bottle?
Okay.
I think that was being so close to the microphone, you could really hear that water pouring there.
Michael, thank you for your time talking with me. I hope you were honest.
What's her?
We may be talking in the future about what we talked about tonight and what we may or may not find in the future.
Okay.
So if you want to sit tight here just a minute, I'll be right back with you. You'll be on your way.
All right.
And that's pretty much the rest of the interrogation. The cop leaves the room, and then Michael just sits there for the next 20 minutes, just wondering why his life led down this path, I guess. So there's no point in watching the rest of that. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see everyone next time.